Yo, what is up guys? I'm SmashMaster124 and welcome back to one of the final videos in Rec Room. Now, this video is definitely going to be special because I went around the entire community of Rec Room and I asked everyone these 3 simple questions. If you haven't yet and would like to see more like this, be sure to subscribe down below, as there will definitely be more content like this. Not like Rec Room, but like more. But anyways, the first question I asked everyone was, how did you find out about Rec Room?
I got into Rec Room by purchasing a VR headset for my son one Christmas, and 3 days later I had to rush out and buy myself one. It looked like so much fun. So yeah, he introduced me to Rec Room.
Well, it was me and my daughter. We was at my cousin's house, and my cousin had the game, and we played. She let each of us play on her headset, and so we decided to. My daughter decided to get one, and then I said, I'm not sharing no headset, so I went and bought my own headset. And then I think my daughter was the one that introduced me to Rec Room, and she don't even know how to play. And that's how I ended up getting on Rec Room.
Well, when I first got my Quest 2, I stopped to play, just visit the store, just see what type of stuff they have in the Rec Room with the fact that it popped up, and that's the VR chat. So I decided to play a game and installed it.
Alright, so for this section, I'm going to be translating what DQ said since he currently can't speak currently. So DQ, you can start now. Basically, if you sort of read, but it says something that made me start playing Rec Room was because of my IRL friends, which that is very understandable.
So finally, my brother recommended to play Rec Room. So like my family all decided we're gonna all get VRs, and I didn't know any other games aside from what my brother was playing, and he was like, Rec Room, and I spawned into a dorm and I was like, what is this? I spawned in as a man. It was great.
Most likely how normal people did was on YouTube. Shout out Gecko VR, he got me into it. Yep, that's YouTube. I was scrolling along, I saw Gecko, clicked on it, and I just felt the game.
It was a free game, and I already had spent so much on buying the Quest VR that I wanted something free, so Rec Room was free. And it was a social game, and I wanted to play with people and be social with people on VR.
So my husband actually just started playing it, and then he started speedrunning it and just uploading it to YouTube for fun. And then I was like, that looks like a fun game, and he's like, you could play it, because I'm not very good at video games, so I started playing as well, and it just took off because it's such a good game. It's easy to play, the community's great, so yeah.
I found out about Rec Room from 2 of my IRL friends that I've known because we played football together as kids. So I found out about it from them, and kind of like when we started, we would only play Rec Royale and like PvP games and just like paintball and whatnot. But yeah, that's kind of how I found Rec Room. That's how I met most of the people too.
That's the one. So 2018, about early 2018 specifically. Could have been late 2017. No, it's February specifically. My dad came home with a PSVR, kind of surprised us. And for a while there, I just kind of played off like the demo discs and looked around for free games. And while I was in the middle of that, I casually remembered this one game that I saw Dan TDM play like forever ago. And so I went back onto his channel and I began scrolling and looking for through all his VR content, and I came across it. And it was this little game called Rec Room. And luckily for me, going to the PlayStation store, I found it. And that was kind of the first time I hopped in.
Honestly, I was looking for a free VR game to play.
So I ended up finding this game from my little cousins back in 2021 on my Xbox, and I ended up switching to VR, and this game was way better on VR than console.
Well, a lot of the YouTubers I used to watch growing up, they kind of played it when it was a trend back in like 2016, 17. Like Dan TDM played it, and that was where I really got introduced to it. Saw a bunch of other videos, and I was like, I need to get a headset and try this out. So I got my first Quest, and that's how I got into the game.
Oh, I got into Rec Room from my dad. My dad was the one that he shared in December of 2017. He's like, hey, you got a PSVR? And it's, hey, come on, try this. And I went in and tried, played some other type of games as well, but then I saw there was a Rec Room and installed that. And then, oh, wow, wait. So ultimately, it was my dad. And jumped into a paddleball, thought, wait, is this someone else? I couldn't tell if is this human? Yep, it was human. Oh wow, dang. And ended up loving it and made so many people from that since then.
So I found out about Rec Room from Jacksepticeye's videos and Dan TDM. They did a VR video on Rec Room, but that isn't how I started playing Rec Room. How I started playing Rec Room was another video on YouTube, but it was a video, I forgot what it's called. It was like Rec Room Rhapsody. It was like in the original rec center, and someone just started rapping about like someone's outfit, and it was so funny. And I was like, I gotta play this game. Though I didn't have a VR, so I was like, just watching videos, and then I found out that I had screen mode. So I went on Rec Room straight away. It was October 2018, and
So funny story, this was back when I didn't have a VR headset. I also didn't have, I didn't have everything. I just had a PlayStation 4 and I just started getting into online gaming. And this was back right at the end of 2020 or 2021, early 2021. So I was talking with my cousin and he had a friend that had a PlayStation VR and he was playing games like Skyrim VR on there. And we were like, holy shit, that's cool. Because I previously got to try one on the Walking Dead Sins and Sinners on a PSVR 1 and I fucking loved it. That was awesome. Best gaming experience of my life, and I've been gaming since I was like 2. So when my cousin contacts me, we get on there and we're like, hey, we need to find a game to play together, because at the time I was playing a little bit of Fortnite, checking it out, and I had fun of it. I played a lot of it. So my cousin was like, yeah, he didn't care for it. So that friend suggested Rec Room. We got on there. From the first day, I met my best friend on there, and I still talk to her occasionally. I've been wanting to get her in the game right now. And we literally started a cult all about this. Coffee mugs. We called ourselves the Mug Cult. And from there, things just took off.
What made you keep playing the game after you found out about it?
Oh, it was the fun and the people. Like, so many different people on the other side of the world. It was just amazing. Yeah. So many different countries out there, and it was just meeting all the different people.
Oh, all the good friends and stuff I've met. I met a lot of wonderful people on here. There's a lot of toxics on here too, but I can deal without those. But I met a lot of great friends on here, and that what made me keep playing. I had got sick when I first got on the game. I had got sick, I couldn't play for about a month or two. Then it helped me. Once I got a little better, it really helped me out a whole lot through the sickness I had and stuff. And then I was meeting more people and good people and having fun. It got me through a lot of days, and be bored and stuff. But it's mainly the people, the good friends I met, from all over the world and stuff. So that pretty much kept me playing. I sure hate to see it go.
I'm gonna be honest with you, it was the community, but paintball was really the only thing I really got into. I went to this game for paintball, that was nothing else.
They took me to a game called Rec Royale that made me stay in the game for a while. Very nice, very nice.
Alright, so back then I was a little paintball nerd. I was the sweat. No, I'm not even joking, I was a little paintball sweat. So I played paintball and then I met some cool people from there. So a lot of it was my friends, and then later on it was creating art. And then eventually it led to me creating more for others, within the creative club, which was really cool.
Just the friends, content creation is also a big thing. But mainly friends. The friends I had on this game were amazing, long-lasting friendships. But yeah, very, very fun.
The people. Well, first of all, this game was very interactive. So many maps to visit, so many quests to do, so many outfits to make, and of course this beautiful island that I'm gonna miss a lot, but mostly the people. Mostly the people.
So the community was great, like I said a while ago, but like I'm not good with video games, and this game is easy because you not necessarily just because you have people that can carry you, but the fact that since you do have people that can carry you, you can actually play the game. It's not like you're stuck by yourself, and it's easy to me. It just, I don't know, it's like one of the easiest games I've ever played, and I love it. It's fun. So I stuck around, and now I'm really sad that it's leaving.
That is a good question. The people. 110% the people, the community of this game makes me want to play it, right? Like, I've met, like, some of the dopest people I've ever met on this game, and I'm still friends with today, right? Like, I've met people from, like, how many years have been now? Like, 6 years ago, and I'm still friends with them today, right? Like, the people and mainly, like, the quest, honestly, like, the weekly challenge. Those are my two things that drove me to keep playing, was just, yeah, meeting new people in the weekly, and, yeah, the community.
I think over time, honestly, it's kind of evolved. Originally, I was kind of just an annoying kid. I would run around, man, I would glitch walk into lockers and kind of pop out at people. I would go into the wall and I would grab the golden trophy that was hidden in the rec center at the time. And overall, I was just kind of a nuisance. I would carry around the golden trophy, point at it, and be like, "Hey, I won," or something like that. So early days, it was kind of me just being a kid. And later on, I started actually playing community rooms. I played quests every so often, and those were fun, but I never really stuck with them. So I want to say community rooms was really the main drive there for a while. There were puzzle rooms. I played a lot of PvPs. I was one of those kids that would yell in the microphones when you could get to them. Over time, I went to Film Academy back in 2020, and from there, it kind of geared a little bit towards YouTube and content creation in general, and I stuck that for a while. And then I kind of lost steam a bit there for a while, so after that, it became friend-driven. I would hop on and hang out with my friends, like Tyler, he's hiding back set. But yeah, definitely changed over time, but it's been very, very fun.
Well, first it was speedrunning, quests in general, and then streaming and my community.
Just the real life experience type vibes on VR, all the friends and games. It was just very fun. I was mainly active in 2022 when I ended up knowing more about this game and kept me to keep playing.
All the friends I made were really the only reason that I wanted to keep playing the game, and I learned more about building and stuff, and it all just kept dragging me in more and more I played.
What kept me playing the game? It was 100% the people. Like, later on, updated, got a Rift, jumped in, got to see people inside the rec center where it was so awesome just getting to, like, met so many faces, so many, whether it's Beautiful Mule or Tini or Malcolm, met Sarah, Harrison, before we even had, like, just before we were getting custom rooms as well, and then we got custom rooms, and seeing friends and seeing people that I had seen before, and just continually getting to know that, like, know someone else was there, that we're and so much context. I loved the early rec center where you came back from the experience you came from. So whether you came back from a quest, or if you came back from paddleball or dodgeball, that you'd appear in that rec center, and if you were in the rec center, you saw someone come in, you knew where they came from. You're like, oh wait, oh, how was that? Like, I wanted to try that. Hey, or oh, how's that game? Or so loved all those tiny details that gave you more context of to be able to share experiences and connect with each other. So yeah, loved that. And it blew up. Loved loved that with Mr. Legolas and Jade Kid VR, Sarah81, speedrunning community, like everybody. Yeah, the devs. I loved getting to also run with and meet the devs. So like Bilal was awesome. was so thankful for the dev team and them getting to talk with like everybody. It was the community. I loved the AMAs. I just felt like you got to know the people around you, and you could regularly see those people both here in Rec Room and then also in the Discord. You'd see those names recurring, and yeah, absolutely loved that.
It was the fact like the games that I used to play was mainly like Fortnite, you know, Call of Duty, like games where you would kind of like join lobbies but also find different people. But Rec Room, it was like a tiny community where you could go days without seeing someone that you met previously, and then you'd see them again. And I just felt like it was like a nice, like, tightly packed community where you wouldn't really lose anyone, if that makes sense. Like, you know, it's like all connected and stuff. I don't know if that makes sense, but it was just so cool to me where I could see like people who I talked to a few days ago, and like I can still talk to, like, it was just so cool. Social. I don't know. Yeah.
I think I was just obsessed with the ability to create whatever I want, to do whatever I want in a world that's just big. I could talk to anybody, I could meet people, I could socialize, and I didn't have anything like that on my PlayStation. Eventually I got a PSVR 1, came with one controller, I became the one-handed warrior, just couldn't put it down. VR just became my thing. And then I saved up, went to a pawn shop, and bought a shitty-ass pre-owned Quest 2 I've had for several years now. And then I'm just got my Quest 3S.
And finally, what will you miss about the game once it shuts down?
What I miss about this game is seeing people learn about teamwork in this game. You really need teamwork in this game. Yeah. I will keep in touch with all the friends I've made, and so I'm happy with that. Oops. And it's just missing the teamwork, seeing the little kids learn about sharing and the fun and the joy in that. Yeah.
Same. I miss all the good friends I have on here. Well, I'll still be able to keep in touch with them, but it's like it won't quite be the same. But I mean, you know, because it's just like, you know, we meet here every day and, you know, play the same, you know, play the games and stuff, laugh and talk, stuff like that. So I miss some of the games too, because, I mean, I won't be able to play it nowhere else and stuff. And I love the games that they have here. But, you know, I would really miss being able to talk and get with, you know, and play with my friends and stuff, the games on here.
Paintball, that's it. That was the only good thing this game ever had. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Rec Room, you did it to yourself. Love you though.
I've missed the memories that I made in Rec Room, meeting new friends, or achieving my wins/tag goals. You know, all very good things. Oh, and leagues, yeah.
Everything. I'm gonna miss all of my friends, but we're keeping up. Gonna play Roblox. We're gonna play Fortnite. We're gonna play so many other games, but I'm gonna miss the people. I'm gonna miss the creative club. I'm gonna miss you know, creating art on a different platform and stuff. So yeah.
Most likely, like, just everything, to be real. Especially the quest, the people I met. Like, we're gonna still be in touch, but just not in the way that we know and love inside of Rec Room, you know? That's like, Rec Room has its own vibe to everything, so that's pretty much it. But mainly the quest.
Yeah. And I don't want to start crying because it's very hard. This island, obviously, Rec Royale being one of the best game in here. The people, but since we have a good group and we do keep in touch outside of Rec Room, at least we're gonna keep the whole gang together and we'll still be able to play together and still be able to talk. That was my biggest fear, but now we got a good group, we got the kids, we got the adults, so I think we're gonna stay in touch even though we won't have this beautiful game anymore.
the Quest. There's no other game out there. I know I've said this 100 times, but it is the only game, I've even Googled it, that is like this game. And the Quest were just amazing. And I mean, I'm really going to miss that. And the community, of course, being able to hang out with my friends and stuff. And the fact that it's VR versus just, you know, on the keyboard, it's like a little more of an interaction, you know? So I'm really going to miss that. And the Quest are just, it's going to be sad. Yeah.
Everything, honestly. I'm gonna miss so much about it. Like, I'm gonna miss, like I said, Rec Room Originals. I'm gonna miss the people. I'm gonna miss the contest. I'm gonna miss like how involved everyone was. You know, like how much, like, it's a small community, but like such a connected game community. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna miss how like small but amazing of a community Rec Room was. Like, it's just like I said, it was so small. It's like kind of like everyone knew everyone in a sense. You know what I mean? Like, and if you didn't, you'd meet them, and it's just as easy as that, right? Like, I'm gonna like what I will miss the most, 150,000% the community. But second to that, Quest weeklies.
What I miss the most will probably end up being the community. I've built up quite a good community around here. They're always ready to hop on and hang out. It's gonna be sad to see most of it go. I'm gonna try my best to keep them together, but it's gonna be hard.
I would say first my community, of course, you guys, and Quest and paintball. I'm gonna miss paintball so much. And Jumbo. I'm gonna miss Jumbo so much. Oh my goodness.
My number one game of all time, paintball. I'm gonna miss that forever.
Well, I don't really get on the game very much anymore, but I'm definitely gonna miss it when it's gone. Like, just not having it to fall back onto, if I ever, you know, want to relive a memory with a friend or anything. So I'm definitely gonna just having it there, to be honest.
The people, the people and the times, and there's so much creativity and aspirations, inspirations, things that were like when one person goes and makes a certain type of room and then inspires another person, like, oh wow, and then go and implementing that in some other ways in other rooms. So and so many different material type things are discovered, whether it was like the black ink or making different types of shapes that you couldn't make earlier. So like as a group, like we each discover so many different things together and develop things that none of us individually had considered on our own, and then ultimately you have like the devs themselves are looking at rooms that people had made inside Rec Room and like, wow, they were also inspired, like, wow, dang, like that you did that with the tools that we gave you in here that, you know, prior to Rec Room Studio we didn't have tools that can get you some like super high production things, and despite that, great from that. So then that of course got them also to be like, hey, wait, let's enable the players to be able to create the things that are on their minds. So yeah, inspiration, all that. So I'm gonna miss all that.
The fact that there hasn't been any other games quite like Rec Room to the point where you can kind of like create what you want and be as expressive and have a great community. Like there hasn't been another game like that. Like everyone's outfits are so completely different. We're all from different backgrounds and stuff, and we all like we just love one thing as Rec Room, and we're gonna lose that, which is quite sad. But yeah, I don't know. That's my answer. Hope you like it.
I'm gonna miss everything about this game. Something about this world is just, it's beautiful. It's amazing. Being able to be present here, see you in person, and unlike VR chat, we can customize as we want. We can look as much as we want. And something about that is really beautiful. Now, I'll admit, there's some crazy people in this community, but there's a really lot of cool people.
And that will of course do it for this video. Again, huge shout out to everyone who participated in this video and sharing their thoughts about the game before it shuts down. It was amazing talking to all of y'all. If you haven't yet would like to see more VR content, then be sure to subscribe down below so there's more content like this. Thank you guys so much for watching. Rec Room, thank you for giving us this amazing platform. And I will see you guys next time.